Stop. And let me see you. Hello? Okay, hold on right quick. Let me get outside.
Greenville, Texas, July 2017. In a 911 call that was submitted as evidence in a Cincinnati case, Whitecia Taylor can be heard screaming in the background, while a family friend explains to the dispatcher what happened.
I need a fire department. I need an ambulance. The stones exploded in front of her. It's 45.
45, is there an apartment number?
No, man, it's a house. 45.
What's going on?
She was cooking and something exploded. And she's got burn all over her arms and her face.
Okay, let me get you to the ambulance. Hang on.
Come here, baby. Come here. Y'all got AM? I know, baby. They're on their way. I'm not going to touch you. Stop. Let me look.
Oh, my.
Hello?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm here. Skin is good. Hello, can you hear me? Ma'am,
Yes,
can you
can
hear
you
me?
faster? Yes.
I'm here. Skin is pulling off her arm in her face right now. Okay? Come down. No.
Okay, where are you at?
She's at 2815 Borland. They're on their way.
Sir, can you verify the address? Because you told me 45.
45-8. She can't get in there, Lawrence. Because if she sit down on something, something exploded on the stove while she was cooking. All I know is there was a big fireball that went up in the sky, and she comes out running, said, I'm burning, laying on the floor. By the time she gets up, her skin is peeling off of her arm and her face.
Okay, just in case we're disconnected, what's a good phone number to reach you back at?
This is 21445. I'm Bishop Williams. I'm down here visiting. We're on the corner of you. We're not too far from the fire department.
All right.
It's showing 1900 Utilis.
How old is she, do you know?
21, possibly 22.
Whitecia Taylor said she was hosting family members at her home after the funeral of a family friend. When she ran to Walmart to get PAM cooking spray for a peach cobbler, she sprayed the baking dish and set the PAM canister on a rolling wooden cart adjacent to the stove. After placing the cobbler in the oven and closing the door, she heard a loud noise. The canister suddenly and without warning began spraying its extremely flammable contents through the U-shaped vents on the bottom of the can and exploded into flames, burning Taylor's upper body. She sustained burns, scarring, disfigurement, blindness in her right eye, and lung damage. Thankfully, she did make it out alive. Taylor, who worked as an overnight manager and auditor at a hotel before the fire, said she was let go because I didn't fit the image anymore due to the scars I had. She is concerned about her eldest son, who saw the whole thing happen and often talks about how his mother died in a fire. Now I'm having to figure out how to get my life back together and my kids back together after something so simple. Taylor now works as a clerk at a veterans hospital. 6 lawsuits have been filed against Conagra Brands cooking sprays, including leading brand PAM, who have severely burned people due to a faulty can design. The suits accuse Chicago-based Conagra of selling dangerous and defective products that catch fire during common cooking use. They also allege Conagra failed to warn consumers of the risks. Conagra, whose broad portfolio of brands includes Healthy Choice and Slim Jim as well as PAM, declined to comment on pending litigation, but in a statement, spokesman Dan Hare said, "The safety of our products and our consumers is our top priority. PAM cooking sprays have been used safely by millions of Americans for more than 50 years for baking, grilling, and cooking. This stands as a testament to both the effectiveness of the product and its safety with proper use.
Well, Christy, it's one of the last things you would expect to happen while you're cooking. But one consumer I spoke with told me the Pam cooking spray she used was like a ticking time bomb. And a warning for you, some of the video you're about to see is shocking. Riveriano Duran says he was working at a restaurant in 2017 when a can of cooking spray exploded, leaving him with severe burns. He's one of 8 people who filed lawsuits this week against Conagra, alleging they were injured by exploding cans of cooking spray. 6 of the plaintiffs say they were using the popular spray Pam, including Waitesia Taylor, a woman in Greenville whose friend called 911.
I need a fire department. I need an ambulance. She was cooking and something exploded, and she got burns all over her arms and her face.
Can we stop it? She's heard this recording several times, but to this day, it still brings her to tears.
Wow. It doesn't get easier. It does not get easier.
Waitesia says she was preparing a meal for her family and used the Pam spray to coat the dish.
As I rose up and closed the oven, there was like a red fog that covered my eyes, and I was screaming like I'm dying.
She says she was left with burns, scars, partial blindness, and lung damage.
I'm dealing with my son having moments where he breaks down and just can't get over the fact that I was in a fire.
According to the lawsuits, unlike many cooking spray canisters, the exploding cans had 4 U-shaped vents on the bottom. Those vented cans are 10 ounces or bigger. Conagra says Pam's vented can design is no longer in production, not because of any lawsuits, but because the company standardized the cans across its product line. Conagra says Pam is used in 95% of American households and has clear warning labels, adding, quote, "When Pam is used correctly, as instructed, it is a 100% safe and effective product." But for those who are suing, like Waitesia, say the cans were faulty and prone to life-changing explosions.
And I just look at myself like, how did this happen to me? My life has been completely changed.
Now, Waitesia tells me she can barely cook now because every pop or loud sound brings her to that night when she was severely burned and